All right, listen up. I have issues with everything going on right now. We are all sitting here talking and complaining about what's going on in this world. We've got Muslim Brotherhood infiltrating our White House. We have Common Core trying to indoctrinate our children. Fukushima is destroying the West Coast right now, but the mainstream doesn't want to admit it. We're funding terrorists overseas that our soldiers are over there trying to fight with stricter and stricter rules. What for? I'm frustrated, aggravated, pissed off because all we seem to do is bitch and complain, draw the line in the sand, and then when they cross it, we draw another line in the sand. There are people trying to gain momentum in a common cause. The propaganda machine that Obama has is so effective that it discredits anybody that says any different to him. We have a lot of unconstitutional laws in this country that need to be taken out. If it doesn't jive with the Constitution, with the Bill of Rights, it needs to go. The head senior advisor in the Department of Homeland Security, i.e., Muslim Brotherhood member, is saying that the constitutional laws are Sharia compliant. Really? In Sharia law, women's clitorises get cut off. Their stuff down there gets sewn up. That's not constitutionally compliant. When you break a Sharia law, you can be beheaded. That's not constitutionally compliant. You're allowed to have sexual relations with a young child. That's not constitutionally compliant. They own slaves. It's not constitutionally compliant. There are so many issues. I could sit here for a whole day talking. I quite honestly only have enough for a half hour video on my computer, and I've got to break it down quickly. We've got people like Glenn Beck who have been discredited, and some people don't like him. Judge a man not by the mistakes he makes, but how he deals with those mistakes. Glenn Beck has spent his entire life savings and has sacrificed so much time away from his family to get the word out on what's going on. There's so much news that he can't report on it all physically. There's just not enough time to. But good is good, bad is bad. He is on our side, and we need to support him, just like we need to support anybody that's on our side over any issue. What the secret to this is you have to understand that that the government and the people that want our destruction take baby steps, little by little, bit by bit, until you realize that your whole piece of the pie has been taken, crumb by crumb. That is how they are getting us, little by little. And it's getting up to a point now where we realize the majority of our pie has been taken. Here is my solution. January 1st, 2014, we make a resolution that any laws not in line with the Constitution and Bill of Rights become null and void. You no longer recognize them. En masse, millions of people, all together. You start helping people. You start supporting your local businesses, your local leaders. We arrest everybody that is proven to be a terrorist known member of the Brotherhood, anybody that has any ties to them, any recognized Democrats or Republicans that we know without a shadow of a doubt is out of the best interest of the people, we take them all to jail en masse. En masse. Sheriffs, you are the reigning law in your state. You are the reigning law enforcement officer of your state. What you say goes in your state. You need to take this on up. You're afraid to do anything, but if we were to do it all together in one giant swoop at the one single point in time, then it would be overwhelming for them. They can't handle that. They can handle little by little. When one person stands up in the state, they can go send about 30 cops with riot gear and MRAPs over and take care of them, and then other people become scared. But if we do it all at once, that's just overwhelming. That's what we need to do right now. We need to clean house on one single day, all at once, point blank, flat out. And then take care of all the people in the country. And what I mean by that is anybody that disagrees with the Constitution of the United States and the laws that it has, get the fuck out. If you're an immigrant living off of welfare, if you're even American living off of welfare, and you openly admit, I ain't gotta work stupid, why am I gonna work when it is? Get the fuck out. We don't need you here. You're a parasite. You're a virus. You're a bacteria eating on the open wound. You're a disgrace. Get him out. Bring the soldiers all home so we can secure our borders. If we do nothing at this point in time, then I don't want to hear any other word about it, because we deserve it. If all we're going to do is bitch and complain, draw dozens of lines in the sand, then we deserve it. You need to recognize the propaganda and refuse to listen. You need to recognize they are poisoning you in every way you can think of, and you need to be pissed. January 1st, 2014, we all make the resolution to no longer recognize any unconstitutional law as per the Constitution of the United States of America and the Bill of Rights. We need to pick up our history and learn from it. If we didn't learn from Nazi Germany and we're going to redo that, then we deserve it. We are smart enough, we are intelligent, and we have enough information to change all this. I'm calling for one day where we all stand up. Law officers, soldiers, citizens, patriots, militia, every single person that believes in the right to the pursuit of happiness, the right of liberty and freedom, and what the Constitution stands for. So I hold it close. I gave up my constitutional rights to fight in the Army. And when I got back, I was given my rights back. I understand what it means to be a patriot. If we can go out on Black Friday, millions of people, and trample other people for a frickin' TV, then I think we should get up enough gumption to take care of this matter together and find the same conviction. To the pastors, do you really think God is going to let you come up into heaven and he goes, well, why didn't you help your brothers and sisters with the relevant issues in your day and age? Why did you always preach on the stuff in the Bible? Obviously stuff in the Bible has a lot of relevance and a lot of importance, and it means something to everybody. But we don't live in the time of the Bibles. They need to be preaching on what's going now and the immorality and what needs to be done. And they need to be getting their members involved and passionate about positive change in America. When we had God involved in America, we flourished. God is being taken out. We're going to the path of destruction. I talked to a pastor a couple months ago, and he told me, well, if I talk about all these issues to my Congress, then I'm afraid I'm going to lose a lot of them. So be it. They'll come back. They'll come back around. Quit being afraid. If you stand up and you start preaching the proper word and start preaching the relevant issues and why they're wrong and what needs to be done about it, and people start listening, that is going to turn America around. And stop being Sunday school soldiers. What I mean by that is you go to church on Sunday, praise Jesus, Lord, hallelujah, and then on Monday you go back to doing what the heck you were doing. You know, I see a lot of that. People call themselves Christians and call themselves people of God, then they turn around and do crap that really kind of makes them look like hypocrites. I didn't see Jesus spending his time in a church. I saw him out helping people, fixing problems, changing people's lives, showing people miracles. He was out on the streets with his disciples. They were out together. What come hell or high water, Jesus got nailed to the cross because he refused to go out and stop helping people. He was convicted. He had conviction, and he tried to lead by example. How about we do the same? We go out and start helping people, because it's quite ridiculous to let thousands of people trample others in a frickin' store, but turn around and arrest Christians for trying to feed the homeless in a park on Thanksgiving. They have power because we let them have power. It's an illusion. We need to get the word out about Fukushima, because if we don't, we're screwed. Fukushima is leaking massive amounts of radiation. And if you do not think it's affecting the ocean, then you are delusional. The Pacific Ocean is a very big ocean, but it also takes a few molecules and atoms of radiation to affect somebody and grow cancer. Whether it be cesium, uranium, whatever it is, strontium, iodine, it affects. Type this in right now. The coast of California, they said, is a veritable Eden of animals right now, because that is the only safe place for them to go. Starfish are melting across the western seaboard, and people don't know why, and there's going to be a lot of people say, well, it's not because of Fukushima. This has happened before. Not like this. They're getting tuna coming up with radiation all in it. These sardines that that all these whales and all this are eating are infested with that. They're caked with radiation, so it's just spreading. But we don't want to talk about this. The media wants to stay silent. You need to police yourself. You need to take action. And there's a lot of groups out there that are trying to take action, and I applaud and commend them. But what we really need is one massive movement at the same damn time. Same time, including everybody. Everybody. If there's somebody up there going, well, if you share deputies, if you do this, and you're all fired. What are they going to do if all the deputies stand up? All the law enforcement stands up against their chief that says, don't do this. I mean, then everybody goes, no, sorry, not going to happen. What are they going to do? I mean, is the chief going to go, oh, you all are demoted? No, they don't. It's too much. It's overwhelming. If you all come to the agreement to do this all at the same time, all in one massive cohesive unit, what are they going to do? It's not breaking the law to refuse an unlawful order. It is breaking the law to comply with those unlawful orders. So if you stand up and stop, then guess what? The public is going to commend you for it. And they are going to put you in those positions that they need so bad. They need trustworthy people in those positions. If you stand up en masse, you will be the ones that are trusted. Get the hell out if you want to abuse people because you're a power hungry, power greedy cop that just wants to go out and beat people up. You are 8 times more likely to die from a police officer now than a terrorist. Think about that. We've got terrorists overseas killing hundreds of thousands of Christians. Anybody talk about that? How about all these countries and massive protests against their government? Massive. They talk about that? No. They don't talk about the terrorists over there killing, beheading, torturing, mutilating, and dismembering and eating Christians. Let me say that one more time. They are eating Christians. Do you think that we are so good that they are not going to come over here and do that? We are the top prize. America is the top prize. They are training to come over here and wreak havoc. They are here. They are being very quiet, and they're waiting for the time to attack. If we don't do it now, we're fucked. December, keep saying December, January 1st, 2014, we all stand up en masse, refuse to listen to any constitutional orders, refuse to follow any unconstitutional demands, reclaim our property, reclaim our rights, reclaim our freedom, our liberty, and our pursuit of happiness. We reclaim our Constitution in the United States, and therefore we reclaim America. We do a massive sweep, a massive house cleaning of anybody that does not want to follow and abide by that. You need to get the hell out. You need to leave our country. Citizen or anybody in charge, if you do not agree with that, get the fuck out. And if you can't, we should make sure you get out. We need to bring our soldiers home and secure our borders. We need to take care and fix our country before we send billions of what we do not have to other countries. That is my solution. And I sincerely hope that you take it to heart. Because if we can deem it so important enough to trample other people over Black Friday, and these are the people that are on welfare, and these are the people that are caught up in the system, and us patriots seem to be so passionate about this, well then let's show more passion over our patriotism and our Constitution than we do over a frickin' half-off TV. I need to see action. I don't have the ability to go anywhere. I don't have a car. It got taken. I'm not a criminal. I have no felonies. I have a traffic violation, but apparently that's enough to take my license away from me. And I'm not really concerned with that, but I do need to make sure that I'm around for my family. So that part, I'm trying to play smartly. Not only that, but I don't have enough money to get gas to go up there. And even if I did, who would follow me? You need to wake up, America, because we're going down a road that we've seen before in Nazi Germany. And if we don't, then we really have no reason or at all to complain and bitch and moan about these people trying to enslave us. We need to do something now, because if we don't, we're fucked later. So like I said, January 1st, 2014, we all stand up, disavow any unconstitutional laws, disavow any leaders who deem unconstitutional laws mandatory, and disavow anything that has nothing to do with our freedom, our liberty, and our pursuit of happiness, and disavow anything that goes against the Constitution of the United States, and take out the people that violate that. Arrest them. Put them in a proper judge, jury, and executioner style courtroom. Not none of this months on end crap. One day, 1 hour per person, listen to it, judge them there, and be done with it. If we don't, we're screwed.